Good morning. How are you? This is Marianne Grant, Life in Harmony podcast. Today is the first day of your life. It's important. What are you going to do with it? Remember I said you need to clean up any residue that you left behind yesterday, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, so you have a good day today and you don't carry that big bag of crap over into today, so you could have a great day. Let's start with a list of all the things that are controlling us to have an understanding of what you need to let go of. Sarcasm. Sarcasm is anger, emotions, bad attitude, enabling, people-pleasing, not able to say no, drugs, alcohol, pills, relationships, sex, lust, love, anger, rage, porn, controlling everybody around you but yourself, distractions everywhere. Then you have nothing but excuses, gambling, work, working out, food addiction, binge TV, phone, podcasts, news, caffeine, surgery, pain, and being in a relationship with a man or a woman mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, abusing one another, and you may want to add to the list. Okay, today I'm going to talk about the level of self-sabotage and what we do in relationships, and why I read off that list every day and all the things that we use. And remember, if you are using, you don't have the security to speak up and say what you mean what you say, and take a stand. And I want to talk about how in relationships, there's always one that does more than the other, and there's this passive-aggressive behavior going on. Like, I'm going to explain to you, I was doing a relationship, I was doing a workshop, and I was speaking to a gentleman in there, and he was talking about his wife, and I said, well, why don't you confront her on the issues that you have? And he said, she's very sensitive. And this woman spoke up to me and said, how dare you speak to him and tell him to speak up to his wife? She's very sensitive. Well, does that mean that sensitive people don't need to get confronted? I mean, that's a bunch of crap. And this is what we use. We use manipulation, or we threaten, or you have the man screaming and yelling and threatening you so they can always get what they want. And you do this dance and you never go anywhere. And this is what I mean about breaking through the wall and changing your life, changing your direction. You have to get the courage. And you may want to go into counseling. You may want to get a therapist. You may want to get somebody that can walk you through, help you to go to the other side, somebody to help you to get the PFA. Come up with a game plan, but work with somebody that's going to help you follow through all the way, because it's going to be the hardest thing that you've ever done in your entire life. Remember, this is a cycle of dysfunction that you've been doing for years. And again, if you don't nip this, this is your future. This is what your life's going to look like. It's not going to get better. I love it when people say in time will heal. No, time doesn't heal. It just progressively gets worse, and you get worse. And the longer you wait, the harder it is to clean up. And again, it's in relationships. My son said to me, Mom, there's always someone that is keeping the relationship going where the other one is not doing their part. And this is so true. And it takes the one that is doing everything, and it's time to set some boundaries, take a stand, start speaking up, start delegating. And if they're not complying with you, if your children are being abusive and they're of age, it's time for them to leave. And there's PFAs everywhere. You could get PFAs if you feel threatened. If you start making stands with your husband, your wife, your children. Remember, women swing also. Women can be just as abusive. Anymore, everything is man and woman. There's no exceptions anymore. We have insanity everywhere. And I want you to understand, you people that go around and blame your partner, blame your wife, blame your husband, blame your boyfriend, blame your girlfriend. Here's the good news. You're all equally screwed up. And it's up to someone to take that stand, the one who wants it the most. And you can't try. You have to make a decision that this is the most important thing you do, or else you're going to continue to do that dysfunctional, sick dance. And remember, it progressively gets worse. It never progressively gets better. That's just a fact. And I suggest that you nip this stuff early, because it gets harder and harder the longer you wait. And if you decide, I have people that live in full-blown addiction with their partner, and they've accepted it, and they made peace with it, and they know that they're never going to have half the things of intimacy. There's a lot that they're going to not have, but they make it up in other ways with having different people in their life to fill that hole where their husband or their wife cannot give them what it is they need. So there really is no right or wrong answer. It's up to you to make that decision, what you're willing to live with. But remember, it never gets better. Time never heals it. It progressively gets worse. I'm seeing this in therapy. I just had a gentleman that never spoke up. He was always passive. Now he's speaking up, and things are starting to happen. People were getting into action. And I'm telling you, it's the power of truth and making a stand and being true to yourself. The gifts keep on giving, but you have to be willing. You have to say, I'm worth it. I'm willing to do the work. Balance, not too much of anything. Our kids, our partner, our play, our work. When we stay balanced, it's life in harmony. When we abuse ourselves, everyone we love is infected by it. You cheat yourself and everybody around you. The level of love and respect that you give yourself, that is the level of love and respect you get in return. The goal for all of us is life in harmony. Our thinking can make or break us. That is why we have to check our thinking and attitude all day long. It's as natural as going to the bathroom, or else you get backed up. It's all about attitude. This, my friend, is the greatest gift you can give yourself. And remember, behind every breakdown, there's a breakthrough around the corner. We need the breakdowns to have the breakthroughs. And I have to share with you all my major fights that I have with my husband. The gifts just keep on giving, because we just get stronger and stronger and stronger. And we need those good fights in order to grow, in order to change, and not be complacent, and to take our relationship to the next level. People say, I want to help be a part of taking care of the world. Here's the good news. If you truly take care of yourself all day and be a living example, that is taking care of the world. We all have gifts. We all have work to do. That is the true meaning of taking care of the world. No exceptions. The answers lie inside of you. Hey, you smooth talkers, manipulators, and narcissisms. Your actions say everything. Your words mean nothing. I'm going to read a beautiful saying from Michael Singer. Spirituality. Spirituality begins when you decide you will never stop trying. Spirituality is the commitment to go beyond no matter what it takes. It's an infinite journey based upon going beyond yourself every minute of every day for the rest of your life. If you're truly going beyond, you're always at your limits. You're never back in the comfort zone. A spiritual being feels as though they're always against the edge and they're constantly being pushed through it. One should view their spiritual work as learning to live life without stress, problems, fear, or melodrama. This path of using life to evolve, spirituality is truly the highest path. Trust the process. The spiritual journey is one of constant transformation. To grow, you must give up the struggle to remain the same and learn to embrace and change. Discipline is freedom. The undisciplined mind is like an elephant. If left to blunder around out of control, it will wreak havoc. Confront the difficult while it's still easy. Accomplish the great tasks by a series of small acts. You must go through the darkest night in order to get to the infinite light. What we call darkness is really the blockage of light. Eventually, you realize that you cannot actually hurt yourself when you go beyond your psychological limits. It's about breaking through that wall, saying no, getting those PFAs, not making a stand, no longer letting people abuse you mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, sexually. Imagine the peace that you could experience if you weren't constantly creating and defending your false self. Okay, now I'm going to read a little part of my book. All right, follow your heart. Do things you love, believe in, have a passion for. I guarantee you will have great success and will never have to worry about futility again, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, and emotionally. I really love this about following my heart. First, what I had to do as a woman, as a mom, as a grandma, my first marriage, I was a single parent when Joe went away, and I had to take care of my kids. And my boys had to become men. And we had to take care of everything together and go back and forth and support Joe. And I was with him for 24 years. And when he relapsed, that was a real shock to me. And I had given my life, I loved being married. I loved having a family. I started my business in 1988, and I had to leave. I used to work with abused children. I absolutely loved the job. I had to leave the job in order to save my family and triple my income, and that's when I did the in-home training for 25 years. And I had to triple my income to be able to take care of the ship by myself. So as women, or a man, it could happen to a man also, we have to prioritize as we're raising our kids. And for me, my family and being a mom was the greatest gift, I think, and my greatest strength, plus the love that I have for humanity. Those are my two great strengths. And I had to compromise and wait till I really wanted to do what I love. So when I married my second husband, I married into real estate, and because I do it so well with my husband, I wasn't planning on doing real estate. It wasn't in my itinerary to do this for a career, and I ended up learning and growing with him. He does the developing, and I do the people, and we're just really incredible together. We give our tenants our phone number. They come to our home, and when I do the leases, I give them a copy of my book. I decided to have them be a part of Life in Harmony and help them be better tenants and to grow and be better people. And the more people we help win, the more we win. So that's what I started doing. And then I realized, I said to my husband, I went back to my counseling. I'm still doing the real estate, but I'm able to do a little bit of everything, which I'm really enjoying. Because for a while there, I was resenting just doing the real estate because I love Life in Harmony. Then I had my boys really talk me into doing the podcast. I was scared to death, and everybody that knows me, I've never done social media. I've never done Facebook. I don't do selfies. I don't do pictures. I don't do any of that. To me, they're all distractions, and it creates anxiety for me because I have ODD, ACD, whatever that is, and to me, I can't handle any more distractions. I have enough on my plate, and if you focus on what it is that you need to do all day long, basically you don't have time for all that other stuff that we do. So now I'm really enjoying the podcast, and the podcast is really helping me also with my character defects and keeping me strong and keeping me accountable, because remember, our character defects never completely go away. We just have them in our pocket, and we just throw them back in there when they start acting up. And with this getting our head right every day, it gives us a fresh look at our day to not have to keep repeating the same mistakes over and over again. All right, let's work on one thing at a time. Eventually, it'll be a way of life. Don't do too much of anything. Balance is most important. Remember, do one of these for 30 days, and eventually it will be a way of life. And in 1 year, you've changed 12 things about yourself that you didn't like. I am clean and clear of all diseases and negative thoughts. What's controlling you? I accept today where I am powerless. I have control where I have choices. I will reach out for help and use my tools today. I accept today and understand the only person I can change or regulate is myself. I will take time to hug and kiss the loved ones around me. I will show my partner today how much he or she is appreciated, needed, and loved. I will speak up for myself today. Be true to ourselves. The answers lie in each and every one of us. We need to be a priority to ourselves, and the rest will follow. Everything we do is a practice and a discipline to master what we want. I will take charge of my life today and realize I'm in charge of all my decisions. I will know when it's time to bow out and let go and trust the process. I will set realistic goals for myself. I will get 7 to 8 hours of sleep tonight. I will set healthy boundaries around myself today. I will not allow anybody to speak to me with disrespect. I will make a conscious effort to eat healthy meals. I will take my vitamins, food supplements today. I will drink 6 to 8 glasses of water today. I will be good to myself today. Whoever can see through all fear will always be safe. It's always about fear. I will talk with someone I trust and respect and be honest with them. Accountability is key. You cannot do it alone. We always lie to ourselves. I will trust and reach out to my higher power today. I will say thank you for everything that happens to me today, good or bad. I will not do anything to cause harm to myself or others today. I am willing to change today. I will exercise today. I will pray for the well-being of myself and others today. I will write a list of all the things I want in a partner. If I become it, I will attract it. Discipline is freedom. Do 2 things a day you don't want to do to have a successful day. Mine is always getting up early, doing my podcast, getting my workout in, and keeping my food clean. And the rest will follow. We can all heal together one day at a time. It is a decision from our head to our heart. You can reach me at createyourspirit@gmail.com. Leave your number, and I can go over with you my workshops, or if you want to order books, and I'll sign them for you. If you want to learn about my services, lifeinharmonyonline.com. Leave your number. I'll go over with you with my services. And remember, I'm doing the podcast 5 days a week. Hit that colorful black button that says L and hit subscribe. Please start with podcast number 1. I did a playlist, and I have it all in order with a playlist, so you could start with number 1 and share with everybody that you love and respect, and the importance of digesting this and starting from podcast number 1, because it's overwhelming. We're learning everything that we need to relearn. And remember, I want you to have an electrifying day today, and thank you for listening.